Oh, got him, got him. That's the biggest fish of the day. That's the biggest fish of the day. Stay down, yes sir, yes sir. Oh my goodness, he choked it, Wow. Well, what is going on, folks? Welcome back to Uncut, my series here on this fishing channel where, you guessed it, the cameras are recording. Y'all are going on a bass fishing adventure with me. Everything is put in this video, the successes, the failures, and of course, I hope to teach you guys things to help make you better bass anglers. Now, the body of water we are on today is a beautiful, super deep, clear water filled with grass and hopefully tons of bass, old mining pit here in Oklahoma. A subscriber named Rob invited me, and as I've been setting up my kayak, he's caught a few fish, and the second I got out here, I made my first cast, and this happened. No way. First cast. Okay, all right, let's go. Stinking first cast on the line through, but it did its job. It slid down the line, and that's a dang 2.5 pounder. Oh, we're gonna have fun today. Now, I'm not saying the rest of the video will be as easy as that, but hopefully that is a sign of some things to come. Now, this video is brought to you by my merch brand called Infinite Outdoors. Infinite Outdoors is a brand all about the infinite possibilities of having fun, making memories out in the outdoors, fishing, hunting, playing sports, whatever you like to do in the outdoors. Infinite Outdoors is all about that. And the secondary meaning is that as a man of faith, I believe in a God who loves us infinitely, that he would send his one and only son to die on the cross so that we can have our sins paid for and can come to know him as our Father. So I will leave the link to check out Infinite Outdoors down in the video description. I would really appreciate it if y'all would check it out. Of course, no pressure to buy anything, but it's an awesome message and I hope you guys can stand behind it. Now, as we get into fishing, I want to go into conditions real quick. So I'm filming this in the fall, and I'm going to get to bait fish here in a second. I do see some little minnows. I don't know if they're shredfin, but they're actually, you know what? I'll go into bait fish first. Forage species as bass are eating. I have seen bluegill and now I've seen minnows. I don't know about crawfish, but I assume there has to be some in here. It's an old rock pit. So that's probably the forage. The water clarity, as you can see from the drone shots, it is really dang clear water. I mean, the sun is not fully up yet and I can see, oh, a bass. I can see 8 to 9 feet down there beneath me, which is fantastic clarity, kind of standard for these kind of pits. And the aquatic vegetation we have is, it looks like carpet grass, is at least what I call it. I'm not sure the exact scientific name. I'll have it here on the screen with some B-roll shots, but it's just good, classic, Corey fishing, and hopefully we're gonna catch some big bass today. Now, I am not fully rigged up. I know I caught one first cast on my favorite swim bait right here. This is the new 5-inch swim bait by the Zal Dangerous people. I just love free rig swim baits. I just love it. A line through a big old reel it slow, dunk, 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 bonk, got a big one. Love that kind of stuff. But with the water temperature being 61, that is like full-blown fall here. I assume I can also catch them on a little jerk bait, maybe a smaller swim bait. I even have a crankbait rod here. I'm gonna tie on with a new Lew's Custom Pro with a Paramag breaking deal. I'm gonna tie on 2 baits here real quick. I have a free rig and a drop shot. Then I've got the swim bait. I'm gonna have a crankbait and a hard jerk bait. I don't know. I'm gonna open up my tackle box and we'll check it out. Gonna swivel my seat around. I'm in the Native Titan X 10.5. While I get into my tackle box, let me turn the chest mount down here a little bit. I think first thing, I need to grab myself a crankbait. And I think after seeing how many bluegill are in here, I like this color right here of Gravel Dog. Now it's, of course, a gravel dog. It's meant for fishing gravel, but I still think it would catch them in these conditions. Even though we don't have much, actually it's an old sand pit. There probably is gravel. And I'm also going to get a suspending jerk bait, this here being my favorite color of the KVD 100. I'm also going to get out a few soft plastics here out of the deep box baits that I think I'm going to be using a decent amount of. Probably this here as my, actually, you know what? That is my Nico rig. If I do that, where's my dang Imokamushis? There they are. Japanese bait right here on my free rig. I'll leave that out. And then drop shot worms for flinging the drop shot around. Should be enough lures for today. Again, with catching one on the first cast, I don't assume it's going to be all that hard, but we still want to teach you guys stuff, especially about retrieval and lure selection. And I'll explain more as I fish these why I chose them for these conditions. Now I do hope that we get a little more wind if I'm gonna catch them on hard baits like a suspending jerkbait and a crankbait. And I think I'm gonna get what I want because I see a lot of the next stretch up here as we work our way north in the lake has some wind. Gravel dog. Woof, 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 woof. This crankbait literally has that dog in him. And because he has that dog in him, I need to crank him around first. All right, Uncut starts right now. No cuts except for bathroom breaks and anything else I deem necessary to cut out of the video, which hopefully is nothing. I want to just catch some dang bass. It is perfect fall conditions. I do prefer a little wind, of course, which we got here, and a little bit of cloud cover, which I don't think we're going to get. Actually, looking around, we're not going to get. Because I think that makes the dang topwater bite a player. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. Got to take what you get. Oh yes, there we go. There we go. One came up and ate the dog. Came and ate the gravel dog. Let's go. I think we're going to have a lot of these size fish today. A lot of the dang 1 to 2 pounders. The ones that are getting crankbait stuck in your hand. Come on now. Beautiful. Gravel dog fish. Can I shake you off? Nope, I can't. I was not hooked very well, but that's fun. Catching healthy bass on a crankbait in the fall. Yes, sir. Yes, please. Seeing how many bass are probably in here, eating out in the middle, makes me think a dang Alabama rig would catch them. Alabama Bass Council. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think there's bass out here. Pretty sure. Pretty sure we got bass right out here. I can't tell. I'm gonna kind of give you all drone shots as I fish. I'm on a main point here, underwater point that sticks out from the ramp area. I hesitate to say ramp, it's not a ramp. It's not a boat ramp. It is an opening in the trees that acts as a ramp. And I'm seeing on live scope that they're not sitting like directly on the point. I did catch that first one on the swim bait on the point. But I think they're a little bit off. I do not see a thermocline in case you were curious. So I think if there was one, the lake is flipped. Also could explain why the water's so cold. Cold water might have flipped with warm. I just had some fish follow me. I just ain't caught them on a crankbait in a long time. I know the pre-spawn's coming. I'm gonna catch them on a dang hunter. I know that. But I think there's a bass directly underneath my kayak. I keep seeing a mark directly underneath me. So we're gonna drop the old free rig with my fancy Japanese lure. I'm gonna drop it right beneath the kayak. So I'm pretty sure a bass is taking a gander at my yak. He's just hanging around, burning it down, sipping on some cold Jack Daniels. Except no Jack Daniels. None of that. I'm gonna go over water depth here in a second, but I mean, I'm shooting out there in 30 feet and I'm not seeing no bottom. So I think this pit gets muy deep. ¿Cómo se dice deep en español? Largo in the vertical direction. I think I saw some fish though back that a ways on a scope. So I don't want to turn this into a scope deal, and I promise I won't. But if I do see a fish, I'm gonna throw at it. I'm gonna throw at him. if I see them. But for now, I'm gonna try, actually, I'm gonna see how deep it is. Holy moly. Wow. It is 60 feet deep. And that's just on this end. It could be deeper elsewhere. Wowzers. That is one deep son. That is one deep boy. 60 feet deep. I think they'd be digging coal in here. They'd be digging the coal. They yearn for the mines. The children yearn for the mines. I should also apply sunscreen, aka lizard lips. Not sponsored here on the channel, but I'd love if they were. Lizard lips is the best chapstick. It tastes like stinking bananas or something. It's got lip balm, SPF 22, which is an odd number of sun protection. It kind of seems like Japanese fluorocarbon. Oh, we got the 6.4 pound line. Cool. And it's a chapstick and it's a sunscreen. And it doesn't burn your lips like that Burt's Knees stuff. Who likes that junk? So lizard lips, if you're watching, I use your stuff because I don't want lizard lips. You help me keep my lips not looking like a lizard. How's this camera back here? I feel like it still needs to be twisted even more to get that prime hook set I'm looking for. I should probably cover a little more water. I don't know why I'm out in the middle. All the bass I've caught have been like near the edge. So that's what I need to do. Also let my swim bait get to the bottom. The crankbait's probably my best water cover tool for this water temperature. High 50s is like, at least for the South. Now, I grew up in Austin, and then I moved to Dallas, and now I'm in Oklahoma today. So I guess I kind of got to reframe my mind. Maybe 62 is not all that cold. Water temp for Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. Make sure y'all stay tuned. We got a comment challenge coming up at some point to give away some lures. That happens every Uncut. We got a dang sweet tea incentive. If I catch a bass over 3 pounds, I get a sweet tea. So that's fun. Huh. Surprised I ain't got a bite. I think I need to fish it a little slower. Just a wee bit. Need to creep and crawl. Creep and crawl, creep and crawl. Ain't no bass around my bait. What the heck? Yeah, I need to get more paralleled. I'm not seeing diddly. Not seeing diddly where I'm at. All of these mines and these sand pits or whatever you fish, usually the bank slopes off pretty fast. So realistically, to catch one, unless they're actually suspended in the middle, you got to put yourself a little closer to the bank. And I think that point had me fooled that the rest of the bank would be more slopey or less slopey. It would stick out further, but I think I have to parallel here. And that's the thing about LiveScope, is that it helps me figure out where like the actual areas worth fishing are, not just because I see fish. I haven't seen a bass on my screen in like 10 minutes, but I put myself in better positions because it tells me where the drop-offs are. And of course, you can do that studying maps, but it's not as fast. You can do the old-fashioned triangulate your spot type deal, but less easy, less efficient. We're all about efficiency here on TRF. And I'm not being super efficient right now by catching a bass for y'all. At least we're having a good time. It's beautiful. Perfect long sleeve t-shirt pants weather. It's about 65 outside. Come on now. Come on, brother. Come on down to the river. Come on, sister. Come on down to the river. Unreal. These fish are either not bass or they're smart, which I don't foresee them being all that smart. So I feel like I'm casting it not a bass. The old not a bass species. My favorite. My favorite species of fish. Not a bass. I'm just gonna kind of eliminate this corner real quick before I head down the main stretch of the lake. Not to say the fish couldn't move in here later, but it is the shallowest area I'm probably gonna find. I'm just gonna cast my drop shot up there. Let it hang out while I paddle and look. I'm just trying to make use of my early time here by really figuring out where these fish are sitting. You see me early on in this video looking around. I'm not just trying to become a scoper here. I'm trying to use it to understand the body of water faster. Which would, I mean, that's why a lot of guys, when they got to the lake for decades, would just spend time, you know, side scanning and looking at mapping. It's kind of what live scope is now. I get to the lake and I spend time looking around just so I can understand what's going on. Ooh, I see some bait being chased over here. That one I used my eye scope for. I saw bait flicker on the surface, and they did not look like happy shad. They looked like shad being chased by something. Because there's a difference. Happy shad will be very whimsical in the way they jump, but scared shad will be a little more fast moving, erratic. I would say happy shad flicker while scared shad run is the way that I think I would describe it. There also could be some crappie in here. I hadn't thought of that possibility. Oh man, I guess there's brush piles in here. How about that? Didn't expect that. Or maybe just laydowns that have fallen in over the years. There we go. Maybe just laydowns. All right, enough looking around shallow. The bass are not there. They may be in shallow adjacent to deep water, but they're not in just shallow water. And the fish that I did see out here in 20 feet on the bottom would not bite a drop shot. So immediately tells me that's probably not an area worth my time. Not a depth zone worth my time. I'm trying to get y'all as many fish in a short time period in a short time period as possible. Now that might be a bass. That's a bass. There we go. Okay. Finally got one on the drop shot. As I say that about not catching up. Oh, well, all right. See ya. I didn't want you anyways. He must have had the Ned rig. And yes, folks, I am throwing a drop shot Ned rig combo. I'm testing it out before I film a full-length video on it. Later on in the spring, got to have an opinion on it. Ooh, I see a bass. I see a school of bait fish, so that tells me there are threadfin out here. The little bait I've seen is out here. It exists. That's good. I like that. I like that bait exists. There we go. If you ever cast out there in really deep water and all of a sudden your bait stops moving, that's how you know you've got one. Because that thing should have kept falling a long time and it did not. Hey buddy, get in here. Oh, come on now. Don't make me do the pressure points, I'll do it. And I'll just slip them in. I got good line. All right, second, or technically third fish of the day. Drop shot. One of the skunk busters here on TRF. Love it. The old 2-aught, or not 2-aught. Number 2-aught? No, 1-aught, size 1. VMC red line finesse Nico hook. That was a mouthful. Got him that time with the filler worm. Okay, so we're finding some bass. There are some fish up in the column chasing stuff around. I don't want to catch them like this the whole time though, because that's boring. Probably not the biggest ones. But it is effective. And you're darn wrong if I'm not going to catch a few doing it. Gonna catch a few doing it. Here we go. Here we go. Come eat it. Come eat it. And they're going berserk over it. There's nobody's eating it. Nobody's eating it. It's probably because my drop shot is green and they're eating they're eating clear bait fish. Okay. Enough of that. Let's go find some fish on the edge. And if I happen to see them in the column, I'll cast at them. I just don't want to do that full time here. Do-do-do-do. But I think it's going to be a good day of catching. Probably going to give the guy some recommendations near the end about management strategy. I guarantee you we're going to want to take a lot of bass out of here. Probably far too many bass in this body of water, is my guess. Hey-o. Let me go ahead and put this away. I really don't want to throw a drop shot today. Will if I have to, but don't want to. I want to throw a crankbait and a swim bait. That's what I'm going to do. That's more fun. Get to cranking, brother. Got a little bit of wind pushing down this bank. Now the party begins. Now the party begins, huh? We're back to the point where I started, by the access area. Bass just exploded on the dang bank. Don't think it was big. There's a cloud of bait fish in front of me. Great cloud of witnesses. I'm kind of thinking that the dang gravel dog doesn't even dive deep enough. It's diving like 9-10 feet. Do 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 do. If I'm not coming back with grass on it, I casted too deep. That's my thought. Yeah, there's some grass. It means I made a good cast. I need to lean my seat back a little bit. There we go. That feels better. Do 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 do. Gonna now parallel the bank. Best thing you can do with a crankbait is parallel. As long as I see fish here, though, that's a problem. I don't really see any bass off the bank. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not seeing a whole lot I'm happy about right here. The bank has turned from slopey with a good grass edge to no grass and just like a mud bank. Like I'm looking down, I can see the bottom here in 6 feet. And it's just not a whole lot, maybe a little bit of grass. I love the wind though, I'm glad I have that. I'm starting to think that I actually like that area that I was scoping them in. Seemed like there was some bass there. Because I'm not seeing a whole lot here. The edge breaks more here in like, dang, 20-something feet. Oh, that's a big fish. Hold up, hold up. Need to check out what's going on here. Wonder if they're gonna bite a swim bait, like if the big ones want something hefty, you know what I'm saying? Instead of whipping a little drop shot at them, why not give them a taste of their own medicine? Big package. Big package for a bigger bass. If I can find where he went. I don't see him. Just gonna fish this bad boy blind. Also could be big cats in here. Could be big catfish. I'm not sure. It's crazy that like as close as I am to the bank, I'm in 54 feet. That's crazy. A bass is just not going to be sitting in the bottom in 54. So if I pan out here and I don't see anything, there's no reason to spend any time out there. Just need to get up to the bank here. Fish the drop off, which drops from 10 on. Yeah, whenever you look at scope and you have like a hard time telling where the drop is, that's how you know it's pretty steep. Cast it out there, let it sink all the way to the bottom. Might take a while, but that's the way to catch a big one, by doing that. I need my sweet tea, please. Slow roll, baby. Slow. Oh, I'm getting bit. I'm getting bit. Huh. Small ones bit the swim bait. Didn't need it. Well, darn. Well, darn it. I think I need to find a little bit of structure of some kind. I need a point. I need a less sharp drop off. Something different. Something different for these bass. As being deep cory fish, they got a lot of the same. I see lots of nose itching. It's dry season. I got itchy nose. What's it to ya? Man, the wind's really blowing now. Okay. Woof. I guess I got what I asked for, huh? Some wind. I'm wondering if the other side has a shallower drop. This is just so steep. It goes from 5 foot where I'm sitting, 7 foot, to dang 60 within 30 feet. It's no good. It is no good. I cannot deal with that. Too steep. Too steep of a drop, huh? Yeah. Just had one shoot up and eat my swimmer. Goodness gracious. There was one. Okay, well, the ones out in the middle will bite a swim bait. So that guts for all you anti-scopers out there. Them fish in the fall, you can get on dang bait and chase it around. We figured out now, because of forward facing, why fall fishing has always been tough for so many areas of the country. And that's because the majority of the bass are just out in the middle, looking around, chasing things. And we never had a way to efficiently catch them until recently. So now fall fishing doesn't have to be as hard if you got this. You can actually find those fish. Somebody's coming out here. Somebody's coming out here. Man, that drop is steep. Gosh, it's so steep. Cast this way. Just I should have bought the deep version of this. It sinks faster. I can reel it slower, keep it down slower, or keep it down deeper. I'm fishing the shallow version, which is not the ideal version for this type of fishing here. But the good news is, I think if a fish is in the area and he sees this swimmer, he's gonna come take a look. Makes me think a little jig head swim bait on a spinning rod, but like, I'm talking like a half-ounce head with a small hook would be a way to catch these fish. There are fish out here in the middle though. Catch them on a dang swim bait is fun. They're sitting 20 feet deep though. It's hard to hit them with this swim bait. I think one's coming. What is that? Maybe not. I'm just gonna cover more water. Look around more. Well, we're at a very unrealistic place for most folks, but this is a realistic fishing day. It's not going crazy good yet. Haven't quite figured out where they want to sit. That was a bite. That was a fun bite indeed. Is that my first 3-pounder of the day? I think it is. I think it is, baby. I think it is. Yes, yes. Come on. You're skinny. You're skinny, but you might be 3. That fish knocked the tar out of it. Yes, sir. Look at that. Heck yeah. Oh, well, pre-rig swim bait fell out of there. Yeah, I don't know if he'd quite go 3. If I fish another hour and I don't catch one, I'm counting that as my sweet tea fish, but. All right, well, first shallower edge of grass I've paralleled, and I caught one. So I think that's the ticket. The areas that are just, goodness, areas that are just super deep, I think have bass, but they're harder to fish because they're so deep. Thank you, my friend. 2 in a row. And look at that. 5-inch swim bait will catch a bass that big. I love it. I love it. As always, I will have my tackle, rods, reels, baits, everything, line I'm fishing down linked in the video description. Those are affiliate links, which means that if you click on that link, buy anything, that helps the old bank account by giving me a little cut of your entire cart's purchase. I like it if you buy the stuff that I'm using, but if you want to buy a dang whatever, stinking Shimano or I don't know, Guggen, whatever, you can buy that. Just use my link to enter the website. See, this is fun. This is fun. We found them. They dang dotted up. They dotted up on the swim bait. And I think that's 4 fish I've caught on this bait. I'm gonna keep track. See how many I can catch. See how many I can catch. Again, I'm not sponsored by this company that makes this bait here. They just make a dang good bait that Strike King does not make a, competing product of. So I feel comfortable in my contract, using this bait. Not many folks make a good line through soft swim bait. That's like rigged with a hook of this magnitude. Most of the time line throughs are a treble hook or a skinny little hook. This is a beefy bait that honestly doesn't, is that a fish? No, grass. It doesn't feel like a swim bait. Like when I'm fishing, it feels more like I'm just fishing a jig or a bigger crankbait. Swim baits usually have the connotation of giant rods and reels, You know, you gotta throw 30-pound fluorocarbon to make sure you don't break off, and sharpen your hooks, your brass hooks with the dang hook sharpener. That's the swim bait culture. This bait, I would say, verges on just regular power fishing. Come on though, buddies. I know there's more of you down here. I know there's more of y'all in this area. I gotta fish it a little slower, I think. I got excited. Why am I so excited? Or I just caught them all. It's possible. Unlikely, possible. See what's out there. A bass, but not one that I want to target. It's too deep. Bomb of a cast. But bombing it out there. I just love this bite. You're gonna see me fish this bait a lot this fall, into the winter, early spring, especially on those Dallas lakes with rock. I'm gonna catch a 10-pounder on one of these, I'm telling you. And it's gonna be the funnest bite of my life, and I'm excited. I think 2025 is gonna be a year of big ones. Not to say another share lunker. Not so sure about that. That'd be ambitious, but maybe. Maybe, baby. Yeah, there's a little school bass here. Now they're gone. Caught a few. Caught a few back to back to back. Now they're done. Done eating. Got smart on me. They got smarticle. Smarticle particle. I see one though that way. What a beautiful little spot. Actually kind of getting hot sitting right here. In the sun, no wind right here. They were loaded right there, brother. Can I find more spots like that, please? Although I don't have any fish requirement for bottled water. So, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that one now. Okay. Oh, I think I had a fish. Had something funky going on. Yes, goodness gracious. Wow, gosh, that was fun. That was fun. Look at how he ate this thing. Look at this. Look at that. Gonzo. Holy moly, that's like 8. That's so 8 it's 9. Gosh. Not a big one though, but fun as heck. 5 fish on that sucker so far. Can we get 6? Right here, right now, baby. I think we can. I think we can, I think we will. Right here. Come on now. There were dang bass down there. They're being smarty pantses, huh? Ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Come on. Dang. Dang, boy. How about in the corner? How about in the corner? Oh, he bit it. He bit it. I see him. He's right there. It is shallow and clear. I'm going to go ahead and get out my Suspendo because I see a decent amount of fish in this corner here. And a suspending jerkbait on those little grass dwellers. Kind of twitched over the top of them is money. We're talking money Mike over here. If I can ever undo my line here. Goodness, there we go. All right, zinger. About to catch one, I think. Wow. Shocking. Oh, there we go. They were in the area. I was in their vicinity. Wow. All right. Interesting. I don't care what they say, clear water bass are always smarter than dirty water bass. Even if they're not pressured. These fish don't see lures, but, you know, 10 times a year. I still think they're smart. All right. There we go. There we go. Maybe that's what I've been throwing at. Rinker-dinkers. Rinker-dinkers, but fun. Y'all know what we call this bass here on the channel. Ice cream scoop. That right there is a good old-fashioned quarter pounder. Or quarter scoop, sorry. I don't know why I just got into McDonald's terms. Maybe because I'm probably eating McDonald's on the way home today. There's just something about a good case of Mickey D's on a drive home from a trip. That'll really get your heart going, you know what I'm saying? It'll get your heart going in the wrong direction, but it gets your heart going. These bass do not want a dang jerk bait. Maybe they want to eat a free rig. It's possible. The little Japanese bait on there, huh? Huh? How about that? Doesn't look like they want that either. I think I'm dealing with some very small bass in this area. In this corner. Yeah, they're very small. I just had a bite. He couldn't even eat the 1-inch bait that I'm throwing. That's how you know they're small. Do 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 do. This is crazy. It's funny, as I've traveled the country, interacted with local fishermen, tournament fishermen, the like, that bait right there, a soft plastic with skirt material in it, either works or it doesn't. There's no in between. Like, it works really well or doesn't work at all. And it's seeming like these fish that I'm trying to test it on, and they don't work at all for these guys. Goodness. Ain't working at all. Like smallmouth, either love it or they hate it. I cannot get these fish to tell me what they think of it. Actually, by not biting, they're telling me. They're telling me that they're very specialized creatures. And they eat bait fish and they eat bluegill, not crawfish. I think crawfish eaters like these funky skirted soft plastic baits. Do not think that's a oh, there's one. There we go. Ooh, feels bigger though. Feels bigger. What are you? Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, all right. Let's take it easy here. Let's take it easy here. Gosh, what a hard fighting fish. Probably a 4-pounder. This is my sweet tea fish. Maybe the big ones want the funky things. Oh no, he got me in the grass. Get out of there. Can't tell if he's in grass or if he's in brush. Oh, I think it's brush. Oh no. Oh man. No, it's grass. I'm just throwing light line. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That fish was strong. Fish was way stronger than I thought it was. And I you know, I'm a YouTuber. Stinking messing around with it. Letting it do its deal. When I got 12-pound line, that should be strong enough. I think I was on brush. I don't think I was on grass. But that's a big time bummer, dude. because that was the biggest fish of the day by far. And I botched it. Messed it up. Dang it. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, folks. I had that fish in my mind caught, but he was not. He was not. Let me get up on the point here. Fish the swim bait. Hopefully where there's one, there's more. That was just by far the biggest bite of my day. Very strong fish. And when you got stuff beneath you, you gotta be a little smarter than I just was. Because I've got brush and grass, and I need to keep my drag a little tighter. Dang it. There's one. There's one. Goodness. There we go. Yes. Okay. Where there was one, there's more. I made a cast with a swim bait, and he ate it on the fall. Nice one. Nice one. You, my friend, are getting in here. No, no. Oh, gosh. Gosh. Get in here, buddy. Get in here. Yes, sir. Yeah, look at that bass right there. Ate the swim bait in the tongue. That's how you can tell he ate it on the fall. But that right there is just a gorgeous 3.5, maybe 3 3/4 pound bass. Thank you, my friend, for showing me where there's one, there's more. Uh-oh, my SD card's full. Classic YouTuber. I gotta change this SD card, but this area, I think, is holding some donks. There we go. That's not a donk. That's just a regular sized bass, but they are here, folks, and they're tearing up my swim bait. Dang it! The nose has now poked through of the rig. Okay, so that's what, 6 fish or whatever before it broke. I'm gonna keep throwing it. It still works. Yeah, they dotted up on this point, folks. I think I had one. Reel in, check if it messed up my swim bait. Yeah, my swim bait is looking toast. So 6 bass. I guess 7, I lost 1 or 2 on it, whatever. That's about all you get on these things. It's fun though. It's a decent amount of fish for 10 bucks, whatever it is. Come on now. I see what looks like a nice one here. Here we go. Here we go. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it, you sucker. No, he didn't eat it. Wow. That's a bummer. He was around. I done seen him. For sure a little finesse bait on this point would get to me some bites. Because they around here, folks. They around here. They around these parts. Do 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 do. Oh, I should probably change my SD card, shouldn't I? Yeah. Y'all are getting inconsistent audio. I apologize. Although I'm sure if you're tuning in for an uncut fishing video, you're probably not expecting premier videography. But I like to try to provide that when I can. Here we go. Oh, okay, all right. Well, now that this swim bait is fully toast, hey, it gives me a chance to check out the inside of it. Let's see what we got. That's cool. Oh, it's got a magnet holding it in. And the weight system on the bottom. Clever. But since they're biting it so well, I'm going to get my other one. It's not the same color, which I'm slightly worried about. It's a shad color as opposed to a baby bass color. So we'll see if it gets bit as good. I've also got a bluegill glide bait. The problem is it's a shallow water bait. So don't think they're gonna eat it, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, your first and my last names. Okay. Where's my dang SD card? So just got the new Swimbait tied on. Don't even think I've caught a bass on this one, so we'll once again test how many it lasts. I'm just not thinking I'm gonna catch as many just because of the color. The other one was such a perfect, you know, green pumpkin-y color for these bass that are eating bluegill and or cannibalizing. Never mind, okay. I was gonna say and or cannibalizing and eating themselves as baby bass color, but goodness. We have found a good area, folks. Biggins. Stinking biggins. At least for this quarry. Come on now. Come on now. 3-pounder, baby. Let's go. Let's go. More than enough for my sweet tea incentive. Gosh, they just inhaled this thing. Gonzo. Oh, and I hadn't started this camera. Okay. All right, we're back, folks. One fish on the Swimbait. Little backwards roll cast. I think there's more down here. And I'm gonna try to catch one. I'm gonna try to catch me one. They are on the drop off. Lovely, lovely lizard. Lovely, lovely lemur. I just love it. There's not many bites like this one. The trap bites sometimes. Shallow, I guess shallow crankbait sometimes, hybrid hunter, but man, this Swimbait is just donk. Got him. That's what I love about it. That's what I love about Swimbait. Let me go back this way. We've actually drifted a little bit off of the area that had them. New believers getting baptized. A few more fish and we'll get into the comment challenge. I want to do the comment challenge fish to redeem myself from the debacle that was that spinning rod catch. Probably also need to retie another free rig, since that got me the biggest bite of the day. Not many things more standard than a reaction bait on the edge of something. How about it? How about it? Little ledge. I hope the drone shot I showed y'all this spot here can show that. Zing! Let me know if y'all want to see me fish more places like this. Just in this area, Rob, the subscriber who took me here, said he's got 4 or 5 more. He said this is the best one though, but there's a decent amount of bass in them. And I'm not against fishing places like this. This is fun. I got into bass fishing to have fun. And gosh darn it, that's what I'm doing. Having fun. I'm gonna get in hook set position. That's the area I caught them last time, the 2 big ones. Dang, I know there's bass down there, I see them. They've just gotten smart on me. Let me grab a dang drop shot. Grab the dang drop shot. See what we can do. The slow hop and drag. Sorry for going quiet there for a few minutes. Just kind of got serious on this point. Wanted to catch one, and I'm not getting bites. It's like they really want something moving. I think a drop shot should work in theory. They're just not eating it. A drop shot absolutely should work. And I keep saying things like that, hoping that it triggers a bass, triggers a bass to bite. It's almost like saying, "Man, there's no bass here," and then you get a bite. Oh, my phone's been buzzing. I probably should check if it's my wife. It is. Grass. Lots of grass down there, which is good. So much grass, matter of fact, I got some on my Ned rig. Come on now. Get off of there, please. If I make one more flip here and do not catch one of these fish, I'm back to the swim bait for the whole dang day. Because these fish do not seem to want it. They are in a active fall mood, methinks. Yeah, they don't want this thing. They don't want to bite diddly squat on a spinning rod. All right, put you back. Come on now. Although I wonder if they bite a crankbait. Yeah, let me try. Let me try. I want to get choked on this thing. I want to get choked on a crankbait. Maybe not. This is the cast though. If I'm going to get one, it's going to be on this cast. Yeah, they do not want this thing. It is moving too fast for them. Okay. Swim bait it is. Not going to hear me complain. Not going to hear a peep out of my mouth. Out of my yapper. Okay. Oh, I've got one. I've got one. I've got one. Yes, sir. Coming up the ridge. Hey, love it. Love it, baby. Coming up the ridge. Little skinny guy. Little skinny boy. Oh, no. And did he rip my bait? I feel like he ripped my swim bait. No, he didn't. We're good. He just tied it in a knot. Thank you, friend. Same spot I have been catching them. I just got like on top of the spot. That's where that bite came. So I cast out into way open water and brought it back in. I think now that I'm on the point here, make some casts around. See what I can see. Like, there's one right there. Could be the fish that I just released, actually. Hanging around to say hello. Could be what that is. Try this again. Cast into, the drop goes this way, so cast into 20 feet, let it hit the bottom, and then retrieve it up the slant. Yep, it worked. It worked. That was fun. But y'all can see that bite. Donk. Even the little guys absolutely donk this. I mean, like, down the hatch. In order to get the hook all the way back in the crunchers, he has to fit this thing, like, trying to see how far he actually has to eat it. He has to eat like that much of it. That's crazy. These bass be chomping this thing. I love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. The old cast into deep water and bring it back up. See, oftentimes people, you know, in terms of angles in bass fishing, I'm going to restart that for short form content. You know, when it comes to casting angles in bass fishing, most people, at least in a bass boat or a kayak, will get off the bank and cast to the bank. And the fish are always seeing your lures go from, oh, I've got one. Oh, I had one, man. Case in point, they're always seeing your lures going from shallow to deep, hardly ever deep to shallow. So I'm sitting here on this point, as you see here on the drone shot, and I'm casting into deeper water, letting my bait sink all the way to the bottom. The bottom is 20 feet deep out there. And then I'm actually retrieving it the opposite direction from where you'd think. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I'm actually retrieving it the opposite direction from where you'd think you should. At least, well, you know. Redo that. Y'all are seeing behind the scenes here. This is a dang hungry bass here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Come on now. Where'd you go? Okay. And I'm actually retrieving it the opposite direction from what most people would think is common knowledge. And sometimes that is exactly what fish need to bite. You can catch them going one way, flip your boat around, or if you're walking the bank, go the opposite direction, make a different angle cast, and sometimes you can get, oh, is that a bass? No, it's grass. And oftentimes you can catch grass from the other angle too. Twice as nice. Is that a bass? That's a bass. I've got one. There we go. My goodness. Yeah. Get your booty in here, buddy. Get your booty in here. That's a nice one. He is long and lean. I wonder what he's eating. He shouldn't get so skinny. Oh gosh. That didn't make any grammatical sense what I just said. Actually, now that I get him in my hands, he is not skinny. He's a nice one. He's a nice, healthy 2.5 pounder. And I keep wanting to have my sweet tea, but I'm just catching them. Why break when you don't have to, man? Why break? No need to break. Yeah, it's definitely the areas that have better vegetation. A nicer, slopey drop-off as opposed to a sharp decline. That's the areas these bass are at. But I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't have tried at all. That bass, like, he ate it and I didn't know. Kept setting the hook and he was swimming at me. So that's fun. New believers getting baptized. Yeah. And I think it kind of flattens out as I go up, actually. Not sure if it gets to 60 feet going north. If that's the case, we're going to be fishing out in the middle a lot. Catching the snot out of them, I think. That wind is nice, though. Whew. Wind is nice. Oh, no, never mind. It gets deep still. I was wrong. Well, how's it going so far? Yeah. It seems that I've hit like 2 or 3 really good points. Yeah. And I'll catch 5 or 6 and then nothing.
Yeah, that's what this side's like right here.
Yep.
Water being up there, much covered.
Oh, cool. Gotcha. Are there active otters in there?
I've seen 5 of them the other day.
Okay, cool. They eat the bass, though. Do 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 do. Probably need to get back to doing my sitting shallow, casting deep routine. Oh, just got knocked silly. Got knocked silly on that swimmer. Man, I wish I had the deep version. It'd be so much easier to fish this thing. Or I want to. Oh, I had one. Man. I felt the donk as it fell. Bummer. Cannot wait for my McDonald's. Give me a double hamburger plain. That's right, folks. I order my hamburgers plain. Well, I guess I'll put bacon and ketchup on it, but don't give me none of that lettuce, that yucky fast food lettuce. Don't give me none of that mayo or mustard. Ugh. Just give American cheese, which is just basically wax product. No thanks. I'll stick with the meat that at least is probably somewhat meat, and the ketchup, maybe some bacon. I don't need none of the rest of that. Same with hot dogs. You're telling me you put sauerkraut on a hot dog? Yuck. Relish, whatever that is. I will not be relishing any of that. I like me some plain meat. Meat and potatoes kind of guy. I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. I see a little like ledge over there I want to fish. Or a hump per se. And I spoke too soon. There's no big flat. Keep getting excited by seeing stuff in the water. I think I'm seeing ghosts. It's crazy. I get back to a relatively flat bank. I mean, not flat, relatively steep bank. I don't see anything on scope. So it's like they're only sitting on that main lake point stuff. Get out of here. Seems high percentage enough, maybe not. Oh, there's one. There's one. Not big, but not small. Oh, goodness. Just taking my dog for a walk in the park with this guy. Get in here. Get in here. Thank you, friend. Oh, I keep forgetting. I brought my dang tournament measuring board for my Fishing Chaos November tournament. Crap. I guess I gotta catch more big ones to put on the board. I wasn't happy with any of those lengths though. But I do run a year-long tournament, online length-based tournament, free to enter on the Fishing Chaos mobile app every month. A winner from each region. So Texas, Florida is a region. Then you've got the northern region, the south and central, I think. Every one of those regions wins a Mach combo, the winner. So check it out. I'll have it linked below. It's, again, free to enter. It's a fun way to get involved in tournament fishing. And a nice laydown here. They spawn on this thing like crazy. Goodness. And don't worry, we monitor for cheaters. There's lots of people that try to cheat in them online tournaments. Not in my tournament. We look for fish that are the same picture. You just flip it around. No, you can't get away with that. Like I said, free to enter. And I will submit some fish to my own tournament when I catch a big one. I guess these fish are a little lanky though, so maybe I should submit, see what some of these 3-pounders are. I gotta catch more of them though, to see what they are. Definitely gonna tie on a free rig again and go back down to that area that I hooked so many fish. I just gotta see if there's another flat up here somewhere. Only reason I stopped to make a cast was because we had a overhanging tree in the water. And obviously it held a lot of bluegill and some bass, so it was worth my time to cast at. But man, they don't like these just straight banks. They need some grass on them or something. So I'm gonna beeline for a point I see way up there on the other side of the lake. Gosh, squeaky, 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 squeaky. Squeaky wheel gets the grease, as they say. Squeaky wheel. All right. Nothing there but just steep bank. Jeepers. Beautiful. There we go. Catch up to him, Tyler. Catch up to him. He is swimming at me. Swimming. You gotta keep coming. Set the hook. There we go. Yes. Got him. Beautiful. Got myself one on the point. Hey. Get over here. As soon as you find out what bass are doing on your body of water, most of the year you can be pretty efficient with targeting. 15 yards. Player number TRF ejected from the game. And I mean targeting of spots. Small little point, but is the only, goodness, 2 in a row. Only spot in this whole stretch that has any dang difference to it. Man, y'all are chomping this thing. That is great. That is great. I'm just gonna grab you. Just gonna get you in here. We got ourselves a single scoop. Thank you, friend. I love this swim bait because it doesn't act like a swim bait. Like, you don't have to have crazy amounts of gear to throw this thing or a lot of confidence. You just cast it out there, wind it back in. Can we go 3 casts in a row? How about it? Oh, camera died again. Yep, 3 casts in a row. Oh, I had him. Bad hook set. Let's get ourselves a new battery before we get to fishing again. All right, here we go. We're back. We're back in black. Don't you know it's good to be back? Oh my goodness, they're loaded on this point. That's 3 and 4 casts. Heck yeah. Get in here. Get in here. You're not big though. Where your mama's at? Where your grandmama's at? Chunky, but not the size I want. Thank you, friendo. Oh, and this swim bait is breaking too. I ain't got no more of these. I just bought 3 at the tackle shop. I lost one stinking the rope connecting a fountain to the bottom. And now I'm gonna use 2 here. Catching bass on this point. Hey, on the points. I'm gonna have a video come out in the spring about points. Y'all are not gonna want to miss it. Points are the best place to catch a bass 9 out of 10 times throughout the year. All right, I'm gonna put away the swim bait for a second, grab the drop shot. Need to move this rod back. There we go. Grab the drop shot. Let's see. Where y'all at, huh? Where'd y'all go? I think they're underneath my kayak. It's a problem sometimes with schools of fish is they'll get curious and they'll start following you around. So I think I have the fish under my kayak right now. All right, I'm not vibing with the Ned rig drop shot today. It's too much grass. I think that's more of a rock thing, if it is a thing. More open water. This Ned rig's getting pretty bogged up. And you know what? I see a little backwater pocket up in there. Let me get myself a swim bait cast up there. Seems like a very fall type of place that they'd be, huh? Little backwater hole. Super clear. I can see my bait. I'll see if one eats it. Nothing ate it there. Not giving up hope. That's like a top water spot in this late post-spawn summer. A little saddle in between two points. Yes, please. Not sure if they're back here in the fall, though. Yeah, I don't think so. Tried. We tried. All right. Let's keep going down this point here. Oh, I think I see bass. I think I see bass right there. No, bluegill. Gosh, I had one right there. I had him right there. Come back and eat it, baby. Dang. Dang. Dang, boy. I think we have a more slopey point. We have a more slopey bank. Yes. Good. I'll cast deep to shallow at a 45-degree angle. Come on. Eat my swim bait. Eat it. One more point up here and then I'll turn around and start fishing back the other way. Oh, I got smoked. He came back. Oh, he came back for it again. Came back for it a third time. Goodness. Did not eat it a fourth. He ain't that dumb. He dumb, but he ain't that dumb. Dang, got a big pot of bait out there. No bass around him, though. The mystery of the reaction bait, man. I love it. Love it, I love it. You're just retrieving, hoping for a nibble, hoping for a thonk, as they say. Man, there's one. Oh my gosh. There's like 4 with him. There's so many bass with him. Holy cow. There's like a whole school of fish. And that was like on the edge. This one's going on the board, baby. This is a long boy. Come on, get yourself in here. Get in here. Get in here. Come on, just get in the kayak. Yes. He didn't even have it inside the mouth. He swiped at it. Oh, he swiped at it and got hooked outside the mouth. Nice long one, not super long, but I will put it in the tourney. In the tournament, I'm gonna grab my measuring board. All right, that was like on the edge, like shallow, like 2 or 3 feet. So I'm gonna start doing that a little more. I'm gonna grab my dang measuring board, give it a dip, and place it down here. Good thing about native kayaks, they come with a little area to put your board, which is super nice. Although I don't like that my rod is in the way. So I'm gonna keep that back there maybe. That works. Get out my phone. Bad idea to keep my phone like loosely in my pocket. Fish goes down. 16-incher. Now, 16 1/4. Nice. Not a huge one, but a chunky. 2 1/4, 2.5 pound bass. Got around some good vegetation here. It's not as steep, so that's good. It's not quite as steep. And that's the key. It's finding areas that aren't quite as steep. But he had like 3 or 4 buddies with him. I think he was the biggest one, which is nice. He always liked catching the bigger one. How do I get out of here? It's so shallow. I wonder if I can catch one and that will pull me out of the shallows here. That'd be nice. But unrealistic. All right. There we go. Yeah. Let's cast back this direction. I don't think I've caught one that shallow yet. That was dang shallow. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and that's my Uncut song. If you're new here, I sing stinking. Y'all keep reminding me what that song is. Turn around. That's the song I sing in all my Uncuts as I'm catching lots of bass and I turn around. It's like something of the heart. Arrow piercing of the heart now. I don't know. Shot to the heart. And you're to blame. You give love a bad name. I know that was Bon Jovi. That's Bon Jovi. Feast or famine, man. That's what this time of year is all about. You find a spot that's loaded and then nothing. Even though it looks the same. Alright, we got a dang lay down tree here. Should catch one out of it if I had to guess. Yeah, I had one. Had a small one, I think. Bum 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 bum. Yes, sir. Got him out of there fast. You won't stand no chance against me, buddy. You're small. Single scoop. Thank you, friend. All right, well, this swim bait's lasted a little longer. It's tearing, but it's still going at it. There's a dang bass right beneath me. Will he eat the drop shot Ned rig? I don't think so, but we'll see. Oh man. It's not gonna eat it if my tip is wrapped around. Nah, he ain't gonna eat it. That guy's too smart. That guy's too smart. We got a real Alec on our hands. We got a real Alec on our hands. Okay. Keep going, Tyler. Cover water. A little faster now. I've had fun so far. Oh, I can have my sweet tea. There we go. Could have had this a long time ago. Man, they filled this thing to the brim. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yum. Hopefully gonna have a sweet tea sponsor sometime in the next year, I hope. Got something in the works. Y'all will see about it, maybe. You might see it, you might not. I still think I got more bites though on the natural colored swim bait instead of this one. But they want something moving. It's not too fast, it's not loud. So that eliminates the crankbait. I'm sure I could try a smaller swim bait, it might work. I'm sure I could try a vibrating jig, it might work. Don't know if a spinnerbait would work that well for these fish. Off this point should be one. Should be a big one off this point here. Wow. Rawr, nothing here. Next nice fish and we'll do the comment challenge. And I guess I gotta buy more of these things to give one away. Guess we're giving away this bait for the dang comment challenge. Ooh, hello. Eat it. I had about a 2-pounder following this thing. He just wouldn't eat it. Wouldn't commit to it, huh? I like what I'm seeing out here though. Like what I'm seeing out there. Cast it out, let it fall. It is dead calm up here. Kind of want some wind. Kind of want a little bit of wind up in here. stand up, see what I'm working with here. Very much a big flat point. I don't yet know how far it goes. Gets like almost out of the water though. Almost becomes an island. Matter of fact, it probably is an island. The water's a little lower. There's a bass though. I scared him. I scared him. There he is. Oh, he's gonna eat it. He's gonna eat it. Oh, that was so cool. He ate it and then spit it out. Come back for it, buddy. Got him. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. That was cool. I watched him eat it. That was sick. Get in here, buddy. Why are you not? You are not jumping at all. Goodness. Look at that. Absolutely gonzo. Gonzo swim bait. 5-inch down the dome. They eat this thing so well. That was cool. I sight casted him. That was fun. I let it sit on the sand, and he ate it like a jig. Ate it like a jig. I like this little hump point. I caught one fish in the saddle, as you see there on the shot, and then I've gotten some fish to look at it on the backside. So if I had to guess, I'm gonna get a few fish around this thing. Hopefully y'all can see me at that angle from the back. Beautiful area, my goodness. I'm gonna fish this from the other side once I get there. I think the fish in here would for sure eat a jig, if I had to guess. In a way, this reminds me of KBD's pond, because he had very clear water, rock and sand bottom, carpet grass, and them smallies. Like you could sight cast them. It's kind of what this reminds me of. I've still got the wheels in my system, the wheel system. Like they're in the water right now. They're kind of acting as like catamaran deals, but it makes turning and paddling a little harder because I've got floaty wheels in the water. All right, what do we see? Any bass out there? Not much. Gonna stick to casting down the edge. There's the wind, heck yeah. Oh goodness. I think I just had a bass. I did. I had a bass follow me and eat me right here. Come on. Got him. Oh no. Goodness. These bass are crazy. Wow. That was insane. I was reeling my bait in and I saw a shadow pass right there. And I thought, that's weird. Must be a fish there. So I drop and I miss him 3 times. Crazy fish. Crazy fish. Oh, that was a donk. That was a donk right there. My goodness, that was fun. That's a fun bite. Oh, these fish want this thing today. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Get in here. Come on now. Yes, sir. Chunky. 2 1/4 pounder. Just cookie cutter fish. I'm increasingly becoming more and more upset that I lost the fish that I lost. Because I really think that was one of the bigger fish in here. The biggest, most obvious point in my first cast on that point, that's when you catch the big ones. Most of the time on a spot, a certain spot, cast on a spot, very specific, you're gonna catch the biggest fish first cast. They don't usually let the small fish claim dominance to their area. So I'm not surprised I got the big one and broke it off. I think I see some more fish right here. I think I do. Maybe not. Good backwards cast down this point. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. It feels bigger. Feels bigger. What do we got? What do we got? Just keep up tension. Keep up tension. Nope. Just a nice one. Just cookie cutter 2 1/2 pounder. What fun. What fun this is, man. Oh, bonk. Got him. Yes. Look at that thing right there. Healthy, healthy fish. Man, this hook gets them. And we're on like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 fish with this thing. Still ain't broken it yet. Angles, people. I made a cast from the other side and had fish following me. And the second that I got parallel with the other side of this point, I got me one. And I'm telling you, this applies no matter where you fish. Private pond, public pond, big lake, small lake. Angles are crucial. Now, if you're fishing a boat dock, sometimes you don't have multiple angles at it, but especially on very much obvious stuff that other people fish, points, humps, flats, man, if you can try different angles and different speeds than what other anglers do, I promise you, you're gonna find some success. And it's not gonna suck for you. Success is what we want. All right. One more cast down this bank here, and then we'll probably circle back around. I think Hannah keeps texting me, my wife. See what she says. She sent me a video. Do.
Good morning, baby. Did you sleep good?
That's fun. Fun seeing my boy. In fact, I should probably, I'm wait a few minutes. Then I'll call her. See what's up with my wife. Do. Dun 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 dun. Not much here I like, to be honest. Oh, I see a little backwater back here. Might not be a backwater, actually. Might just be a deep hole on the backside of a point. Fish around this very obvious point here and make my way back there. Zoom. Oh, come on now. Be big. Be big. Nope, not big. Goodness. I saw you down there. He shot up from my swim bait, and he's not big. I'll take him, but my friend, I thought you were much larger. Thank you, friend. Scoop and a half. Pound bass. All right, next fish, comment challenge. Y'all have waited long enough. You deserve to get a free lure. Or one of you does. This ain't a everybody wins a trophy sort of deal. I think I'm gonna catch one right. Now, not the best cast, but might work. Not the cast I was going for. That is. Oh man, I caught my tail. Ain't gonna catch one that looks like that. Gulp, 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 refuel. Oh. No bass there, all right. I could probably go down that bank and catch one, but I like the point right here. Seems higher percentage to me. Gosh, got stopped right there. That was fun. That was fun. You're not big, but that gets us in a good location to do the comment challenge. So here on this channel, whatever I've been catching them on, I'll send you guys, one of y'all, who comments one of these baits. So the comment for today is, what's your favorite water clarity to fish and why? So today I've got really clear water, but I don't always like really clear water. Matter of fact, I grew up fishing Lake Travis, which is in Austin. It's a highland reservoir. The whole thing is limestone base. I mean, it's in the Colorado River chain. It's very clear water. And especially as it got hydrilla later on in my high school years, it got super clear. And so I grew to, know how to fish well on it. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it that much. It's fun on a Cory like this when they're relatively dumb and there's lots of bass, but in clear water, besides smallmouth, leads to some tough fishing. I'd rather have stained water. Dirty water can be fun in the spring. I like a good 65-degree dirty water day. That's fun. But let me know what you think down in the comments. What do you have confidence in and why as far as water clarity? And in about 2 weeks, I will randomly select a comment. Oh, you've also got to be subscribed to the channel. I feel like that's a given. That should be a given. If you're not subscribed, hit that button. Make sure you guys are. I bring this channel to you free of charge. We also have a members only side, but the main channel, free of charge. 2 to 3 videos a week all year long. If you're not subscribed, with that bell notification on, make sure you don't miss a video. Make sure you hit that. That'd be much appreciated. I can sell the sponsors better. I can provide for my family better if y'all hit that subscribe button. So thank you. And thanks for a fantastic 2024. Filming this video here at the end of the year, it's been great. Probably the best year for my channel ever. So owe it all to you guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just so grateful for all my supporters and all my haters. You know who you are. All my haters. Fish are slowing down a little bit, it seems. Or I'm just finding not as many good areas. That's possible as well. All right, I'm gonna move around and scope as I look. I'm kind of at an area similar to the hole we started in on that south side. Had a bass? No. There's really not that much bait fish in here. There's a little bit, but not much. There is a dang fence line here, though. I like this. I'm a big fan of fence lines. Down at Lake El Salto in Mexico, I caught them on the dang net line. You take this kind of swim bait and you just creep it right along the edge of the nets. Didn't do it early enough in the trip though. Would have caught more fish if I had done it. But that was the way to catch a giant, that trip at least. Was to get out on the net line where them tilapia get stuck. Oh, no, no. Oh, that was a big one. I think that was a big one. He totally stole the whole tail off my swim bait. Please eat it like a jig. Please eat it like a jig. Oh, man, this swim bait's done. That fish looked larger. If I had to guess, he was 4 pounds. Man. Son of a gun. Had him follow me all the way to the boat, and look what he did. They don't swim the same anymore. Don't swim the same. All right, well, I'm gonna go to a crankbait. Just start cranking my way around. Crank my way back to the ramp. This has been fun though. It's been a fun time. Not gonna complain about this. Just don't think I'm gonna catch as many on a crankbait. These fish don't seem very crankable. If you know what I mean. I think I gotta skedaddle on down to that point and get a free rig on. Catch one. That's what I think I gotta do. Interesting though, the only place that fish were suspended out in the middle was that south end, and that's also where I saw the most bait fish. So it seems like the bait fish eaters are down there, and the bluegill eaters are everywhere else. I got grass. Yeah. Kind of surprised I haven't seen any ducks with it being duck season, and we are pretty dang close to like one of the best flyways in the country. Really surprised. Oh, no way. I caught one on the crankbait as it was plopping like a topwater. That's funny. It's not a bad one either, goodness. Actually, shoot, this is my longest fish of the day? I don't think so, no. He's just your average fish. But I caught him like a plopper. Wow. Let's grab you, buddy. Gotcha, thank you. Look at that. Gravel dog to the face. Gotta be careful with these small fish on treble hooks. Thank you, buddy. That's funny. My bait got stuck. Oh, well, no wonder we got a dang little flat over here. Wish I didn't run out of swim baits. That's for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think it's a big one. Yes, sir. Big one. Big one. Big one. Big one. Oh my goodness. I don't know how much he has the crankbait by. That was cool. Yeah. I saw him chase after it and try to eat it about 4 times before he finally got it. Oh my goodness. Got him. Oh, look at that guy right there. 3-pounder. They were sitting on the edge of this point here. Gravel dog in the mouth. All right, he was not coming off. I was worried about him getting off as he was fighting, but we're good. Got to get pliers to get this guy out. Super cool. One thing you can't do in dirty water is watch them come up and eat your lure. And I was able to come watch that guy and a buddy who were schooling after trying to eat it. Let me get this guy on the measuring board here. Probably about the same size as the First one I submitted. And I got a phone call as I was reeling in that fish. Alton Jones Jr. $16.5. Thank you, my friend, for being entered into my tournament. 5 of those will win me a dang cracker box. And that's it. Okay, well, I guess if you get in the right area, they'll bite a crankbait too. That was fun. Chased after it. Tried to eat it 3 or 4 times. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Louisiana Tech, yeah. Anytime you can find a point, you'll find a bass. That's what I'd have to say. New song, Where the Bass At? Zinger. I think I've got one. I do. Little guy, as I ran out of storage again on my SD card. So we got to go to a 3rd SD card. As I unhook my half scoop, thank you, buddy. Oh, I got a stinking Amazon Prime. Black Friday's coming up. I got to get myself some more SD cards because this is embarrassing. Having to stop and do this all the time. No good. All I have left is a Garmin Active Target card. Not Garmin Active Target, Active Captain. That's confusing. Lowrance Active Target and Garmin Active Captain. Someone shouldn't let them do that. Too similar. I think in the summertime, this place would be very fun with topwater walking bait. On all these points, you dang get smoked. And you probably get, honestly, an Alabama rig probably catches multiple doubles for me today. I thought about bringing it, I just didn't. I was like, nah, I'll catch them on a swim bait. Let alone 5 swim baits. Why would I do that? Well, I probably should have. I'm throwing the new LFS rods a lot. That's this line of rods are $120. They brought back the cork. They've got a really cool like bluish tint to the blank, and they're just a really good, high quality rod. Definitely going to be using the LFS a little more in 2025. I like the actions on them. They feel a little softer, to be honest, than some of the other ones Luz makes. There's one. I knew I had a bite. My crankbait did a funny thing. And goodness, whoa. Can you jump off for me, please? Jump off. No, he just probably hooked himself even better. Get in here. Gravel dog. All right, so they are biting a crankbait. That's good. I like it. It's good and I like it. My crankbait like popped out of the water. I was confused how it did that. There, I did that again. Yep, I got one. Got one behind me. I think I'll catch him on a jerkbait, honestly, a little better on this flat coming up here. It just goes a little slower. Allows these fish to see it a little bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the old suspendo. We're just showing y'all a real diverse day today, which is lots of fun. I love this kayak. It's got so much room. Ooh, that's a nice bass. That's a nice bass. Oh, no way. I got a nice one. As I'm reeling in to go cast at another nice one, I catch one. Yes, sir. This point is loaded. I need to put myself in reverse. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Come on now. That's a dang 3-pounder. That's a dang 3-pounder. Got it in the top of the dome. Don't shake. Or if you're gonna shake, do it now. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Oh, and now he closed the mouth on himself. All right, there you go. Get in the boat. Get in the kayak. Oof. Oof. Look at that. Strike King KVD 100 jerk bait. Roof of the mouth. Stinking 3-pounder. Chunky bass. Chunky dunk of a bass. Okay, where was the bass I just saw? There he is. Eat it. Eat it, son of a gun. Where'd he go? There he is. That's a smart bass we got over here, huh? Real wise guy, don't we, huh? Oh, I know what's gonna work now is my bluegill glide bait. Yeah, I just don't know if I really want to waste it. There we go. Got a small one. I've got a bluegill glide bait, but it's like $60, and it's a soft glide bait. So I think on all these small fish, on a video that I've already like caught a whole bunch of bass, I'm not sure if I want to waste that bait on this video. Man, this point's loaded. And they're honestly shallower than they have been. Seems like they're moving up to really cruise around, feed on some stuff. Helps to stand up though. I know the angle for y'all probably isn't as good, but actually, hold up. I'm running the chest mount. There we go. Totally forgot. Taylor can switch to the chest mount for the times that I stand up. That's great. I would definitely catch them on the the soft glide bait though. All right, let's keep it going, keeping it moving. Cannot clear this bait. And on this combo, I've got the LFS 6/8 medium fast action rod, perfect little jerkbait rod. I also love shorter rods in a kayak. I'm gonna make a whole kayak arsenal video, probably in end of December or January, whenever I decide what I want my kayak arsenal to be. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on. Come on. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. And bigger ones eating the jerkbait. How about it? How about it? And I've got, like I said, KVD 100, and I've got 10-pound Seaguar R18 fluorocarbon. R18, oh, we just catch a dang tubosaurus. R18 is a Japanese fluorocarbon they just brought to the States, and it's like Tatsu on steroids. It's their most expensive, nicest fluorocarbon. And if you've got, nice fish, one rod that you want to upgrade your line on and have just like the butteriest, smoothest line possible, R18 is the line. I mean, like, I used it in a pond video, one of the 200 ponds episodes, and on this combo here, I've had it on here for like a month. It still feels just as smooth as the day I spooled it on. And it's just really good line. I'm usually not like a you gotta buy a expensive line kind of guy. I use the Basics fluorocarbon, which is the cheapest one they make for a lot of my stuff. Man, if you're gonna cast a crankbait or a jerkbait, or you're just mainlining for spinnerbaits, for spinning rods, fluorocarbon, R18 is the jam. It's what all the Japanese guys at Lake Biwa are using. And those guys are sticklers about their stuff. So if that's their line of choice, then I would recommend it as well. There's a bass busting on stuff up here. Got him. Oh, holy cow. There's a whole school of bass here. There was like 10 of them. There was 10 of them. Whoa. And I caught one. Come on now. Come on now. Buddy. You are not as big as you looked when you first bit. But I'll take you. I'll take you. Get in here. They're just nabbing it. They're just getting the back hook. Not going to complain, but they're not really eating it. We're having a good time though. This is crazy. They're really starting to eat a jerkbait. They're getting shallower as the sun pokes out. Getting active. I like this. I like it, Picasso. Where'd those guys go though? There's so many bass. Look at that one, like 10 of them. Oh. Got him, got him. That's the biggest fish of the day. That's the biggest fish of the day. Stay down, yes sir, yes sir. Oh my goodness, he choked it, Wow, that's the one right there, folks. That's the one. That's the one. Stay away from the grass. What a big fish. What a big fish. Holy cow. Holy cow. I don't think I'm losing this guy though. Oh no, it came out a little bit. It came out a little bit. How am I going to land this guy? Can I belly him? Can I belly him? Yes, sir. Oh, look at that guy. Shallow diving jerkbait. I watched him eat it. I was jerking. I saw it up shallow there, and I saw a big wake, not a wake, a big shadow behind him. And all of a sudden, my line went tight, and I got myself a dang 5+, maybe 6 pounder. Look at how he ate the jerkbait. Down the hatch. Dang, son. Biggest bass of the day. I love it. What a way to end the Uncut. You know what, folks? I can't think of a better way to finish it with them. I can't. It's uncut. I can't cut this. I can't think of a better way to end it than with this fish right here. Dang 5 pounder. I want to weigh it though. See what she weighs. Hopefully my scale works. Got to get behind here. All right. Okay. Okay. Got myself redemption for missing the biggest fish of the day earlier, breaking it off. The last fish I weighed on here was 5.24. I don't know if I'm breaking it with this guy. Nope, 4.07. Really? It's just a 4. I don't know, man. Looks a little bit bigger than 4 pounds to me. Nice healthy belly, but you know what? The rest of it's pretty skinny. Gonna get an Instagram story, and we'll see you guys when we finish this thing out. You put 5 of these together in a tournament scenario, you got 25 pounds. Well, thank you, big girl. Somehow only just over a 4 pounder. You seem a lot bigger than that. Thanks for eating the jerkbait and giving me a dang good time. Let's go, baby. Well, my goodness, folks, what a dang Uncut. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I did being out here. Hope I conveyed the excitement of the day. If you want to watch my last Kayak Uncut, it'll be up here in this corner, and a clickable video of just kind of a fall lures tip video will be up here. And I'll also leave the swim bait instructional on how I fish that swim bait, the gear I use, all that kind of stuff linked down in the video description. So 3 fun videos for y'all to watch. As always, thank y'all for supporting Infinite Outdoors. This brand means a whole lot to me, so I'd appreciate it if y'all would check it out. I'm gonna keep fishing a few more minutes, maybe catch one more giant for a TikTok or Instagram or something. But thanks for watching. My name's Tyler. It's a pleasure, and we'll see y'all next time right here on TRF.